Hey there, church family. Marc Buwalda, lead pastor at Pine Hills, Kendallville. Thank you for clicking. Thank you for tuning in to this really important announcement, a result of our recent annual business meeting. Not only did we affirm new deacons and elders in the ministry action plan for the year ahead, but, drum roll, we are changing our name. We are changing our church name. This is a huge announcement. I didn't want to just put it on a post for you to read, but I wanted to give a little bit of context in case you haven't been around the past couple weeks to kind of learn the bigger meaning and why we're doing this. So, why would we do this? Why would we change our name? When we were planted by Pine Hills Church in 2015, one of our goals from day one was autonomy, to grow into a mature church that could exist on our own, with our own elders, our own finance team, our own volunteers, ministry leaders, and teams. And over the past 6 years, we've gone through those steps, we've passed those benchmarks, and we've developed into a church with our own community and our own unique identity. And as our elders have been considering this over the past year and a half, we realized that now we want to reflect that unique identity that God has established here with a new name. And so the process that we went through with this, we looked for four really key factors that would help us come up with a name for the church community here. Here are the four factors. One, we needed the name to be biblical. We wanted our name to be grounded in Scripture. Two, we wanted the name to be reflective of who we already are. Three, we wanted it to be aspirational of who we want to continue to become. And four, we want our name to be specific to us, geographically specific even, to this community here. So we have a name, our elders had a unanimous proposal, we brought that to the church, you were able to pray about it, you joined us in the process of submitting other names, but then at our business meeting we brought a very specific name. We affirmed that this past Sunday with an overwhelming majority of our membership in favor of this, and so I'm excited to announce the new name of our church is Fairview Fellowship Church. Fairview Fellowship Church. I love it. Welcome to Fairview. Welcome to FFC. I'm really excited for what this means for our community. So with those four factors helping inform our decision for a new name, we feel really strongly this is a great fit. Fairview Fellowship Church is biblical. The word fellowship we find throughout the New Testament, but for our purposes, we really looked at Acts 2:42 and 1 Corinthians 1:9. The first of which talks about the fellowship of the believers, and the second of which talks about the fellowship that we have with Christ. This name is reflective of who we are. On a regular basis, we'll ask new guests why they're visiting or why they've stuck around for a couple weeks, what they like about our church, and over and over we hear that there's a community here, that it's a gathering that seems welcoming, and these words are wrapped up in this idea of fellowship. It's aspirational. This is something as a fellowship, a place where people come and don't just sit and hear the sermon and leave, but they actually interact with each other, support each other, pray for each other, and serve one another. We want to protect and preserve this mentality here at our church. Lastly, this name is specific. As you know, to this direction outside of the worship center are the Noble County Fairgrounds. We are in view of the fair. Also, on the other side of our parking lot is Fairview Avenue. So this is geographically specific, right here in Kendallville. We're a Kendallville church, and so we want our name to reflect that. We're really excited about those four things and the way it helps identify us as a church here in this community. Now, what this process will look like now, the timeline is a little bit TBD. We have the renovation that will be beginning in mid-January, and through those weeks of renovation, that's when a lot of these changes will take place. The external signage of the building, internal signage, website, social media, all that kind of stuff. We're still nailing down the date, but we wanted to announce it and let you know that it's coming. We're super excited. If you have questions, you can reach out to me. For now, I'm super stoked for what's ahead and for what this does for our church to have a unique Kendallville church having a name and a place in the community.